Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Starsector First Run. I talked in the last video about how I was going to look at deciding on what skill points I wanted to spend into, and I hit escape because I wanted to look at what my ships were to see what would be helpful to them, and it immediately sent me further into the tutorial, and I figured I should probably start recording again. So let's continue on and see if we can at least make it out of the tutorial without dying more than once. That would be nice. So, shortly after dispatching the pirates, you receive a tight beam communication from the system's main inhabited world, Akira. The message is brief and asks you to travel there and contact Station Commander Sanford as soon as possible. Let's lay in a course for Akira. You don't need to do that. Oh, you don't need to do this to travel, but it helps keep track of where you're going and how long it will take to get there. After dismissing this dialog, press E to open the intel screen to view the details of the message you've just received. Selecting the message and click Show on Map button to open the map centered directly on Akira. I'm changing how I say that every time, I'm sorry. Then left click and hold on the planet and select Lay in Course from the menu that pops up. Alternatively, you can just right click on Akira. You could also press tab to open the map and locate it manually. Once you get to Akira, open the comm directly to contact Station Commander Sanford. So let's see, press E to open the Intel tab. You can see our missions. New mission, show on map. Very nice. Oops. I don't know what I clicked there. Lay in Course. So it's a dry old world with a sluggish magnetic field, partially stripped violatory by solar winds. This seems like a terrible place. As a size 5 colony under the hegemony. Lay in Course. Close out of that. Oh, is it just auto-moving me? That's nice. Or is it not? Yeah, it is, okay. For a moment there I thought it wasn't moving me anywhere. Akira is pretty far away and it will take a while to get there at this rate. The sustained burn ability is useful for long distance travel. Activating it will briefly stop the fleet and reduce its acceleration to a minimal, but the maximum burn level will be much higher. The sustained burn can be interrupted by other fleets activating an interdiction pulse. Okay, I love that there's some sort of interdiction cruiser out there because the interdiction cruiser is my favorite Imperial ship from Star Wars. Activate sustained burn. You can also press and hold shift to speed up time. That seems useful. Sustained burn, number 5. It's much faster. Let's speed up with shift. Just cruise along. Your fleet is getting closer, which is controlled by the hegemony, a major militaristic faction in the sector. While in hegemony space, a fleet is required by law to identify itself by keeping its transponder turned on. This is a view shared by most, though not all, major factions. Turning on the I'm gonna guess the pirates don't care. Turning on the transponder makes your fleet highly visible and everyone seeing it will know who you are. Unlike that pirate fleet you fought earlier, which you had to be very close to identify. Keeping your transponder on is a crippling disadvantage in hostile space, but as we're getting closer to port and we're likely to dock there, it's a good idea to turn it on. Gained ability transponder. Twice to turn it on. Interesting. Wonder why they want to be safe. So do we have something telling me that one of these has got to be visibility, right? So that's my range. Nope. Okay, fine. Your fleet approaches Akira. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you're soon granted docking clearance. I guess we'll open the comms because I'm pretty sure that's what we're supposed to do. Sanford. Hello, sir. Your connection request is accepted surprisingly quickly, given that a citizen has many responsibilities. You've come. Excellent. As you're well aware recently, well, I suppose we can skip that part. I'm not sure that I am aware, but okay. I could use a refresher on recent events. Yeah, let's do that. We've been running experiments on the dormant gate in this system, trying to connect it back to the domain's gate network. Promising experiments, or so we thought, until on an energy pulse we expected we'll get a response from the gate to stabilize the jump points leading into the system, cutting us off from the rest of the sector. So a way to force a tutorial on us so we can't leave. Interesting. It's rather like how the sector is cut off from the domain. Writ small. The stars have a sense of irony, do they not? Sure. The miners of Durinkayu Station, which is also located in the system and was operating near a sustainable level, were hit the hardest. They turned to piracy. That's rude. Intercepting one of the last food shipments to come in. Out of desperation, no doubt. But there were deaths, and they've put themselves well outside the law. The leaders know that if the jump points are stabilized and the system is once again part of the sector, they can look forward to a life sentence at a penal colony at absolute best. Alright, now where do I fit in? I probably killed them. The miners turned pirate are guarding the jump points, preventing us from gathering recent readings and coming up with a way to stabilize them. We do have a security detachment that could handle their forces, but they're tied up defending Aquila. The pirates are too much for you to take on, but fortunately you don't have to. We got an agent on Current Station who was able to gain access to the recent sensor readings from the ships guarding the jump points, but they have not been able to get a long-range comm array to send the data to us. That's where you come in. Head over there and retrieve the data from the agent. So we're a career. Okay. What's in it for me? Mercenary. Some credits, naturally, with more along the way. If you do all that plans, we'll be able to reconnect the rest of the sector, such as it is. Gain 2,000. No idea if that's good pay, but we'll take it. First off, make sure to turn off your transponder once you undock. I've instructed the security detachment not to give you any trouble about that. If you're lucky, the pirates may even think you're one of their own and let you approach without any trouble. Still, it makes sense to go dock as you get closer to make sure they don't get too good a reading from your fleet. So I'm gonna guess it's like a mostly power down. Then you're in trouble. Activating emergency burn to get out of there. Lose them. Oh, and if they do notice me, then you're in trouble. Emergency burn to get away, etc., etc. Emergency burn. Excellent. Thank you for being willing to help. Come back when you got the data. I don't think I had a choice, but that's fine. Take a shuttle down to visit the dockyard. I don't know that we're going to explore too much. City of military options. Supporting the opposing side. Yeah, let's not get involved in stuff. Let's finish the tutorial. Trade goods or hire crew. Buy or sell ships. Or refit. In the cargo trade screen, you can left click to pick up a stack, shift click to pick up items. Yeah, no, that's fine. What are you giving me for this? 12? It said 20. It's a terrible price. Whatever. Take your cheap metal, you jerk. I don't really know what any of this does at this point. Probably important. Seems like a terrible planet. End to the 5. Decent amount of people. Assume we keep the rest. Can we get crew? Do we want more crew? I don't really know. More crew seems useful, but I think we'll just leave it for now. I still haven't really had a chance to look at my ships. Yeah, whatever. We'll just stabilize. So E, stabilize the jump points. Show on map. So we're over here, we're going up here. Play in a course. I still don't think I repaired. That's probably a mistake. What is my supplies? I have 36. How did I get to Fleet F? Resume repairs. It can't be that bad, right? Mine is 2.8 a day. It can't be that bad. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. What do we got? 2 is go dock. Pause emergency burn. Whoa. Oh, I was just zooming out to be like, I should look to see where I need to do stuff. The pirate fleet maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging. Wait. Slow and not very sturdy, these combat modified mining drones. I should have deployed that. I bet you that ship could do some good. Yeah, the very specific thing they told me to turn off, I did not turn off. I'm doing a fantastic job at being really bad in this. So, what do we got? Chimera. Assault Destroyer. See, an Assault Destroyer sounds more powerful than anything else. I think we need to leave. This seems like a bad fight. We're deactivating our transponder. Is a little bit late. We managed to get by there. That's fun. Your fleet approaches the mining station that I casually did not say the name of because I'm scared to pronounce it. Your fleet goes into orbit around the mining station. The local port authority seems to take no issue with your exploration or your explanation for why your transponder regrettably can't be turned on. Open the comm detector. Wow, you look like quite the person. You contact the agent and exchange passphrases to verify each other's identities. The agent then transmits a data file with recent raw sensor readings of the unstable jump points. Cut the comms. Do we want to do... No, we're gonna keep pushing forward with this. Let's... Asteroid impacted on your drive bubble. Great. That seems bad. We're kind of zooming up and around. It kind of looks like, I don't know if you saw the faint lines there, but it kind of looked like it was like sensor range or something. Let's turn our transponder back on because we're past. In M for map? Not M for map? Tab for map. Now let's lay in a course there. Oh, I guess I could have gone faster. That's okay. Okay, let's talk to Sanford again. You have the data, well done. There's a brief wait as you transmit the data file. Now while the system is running a preliminary analysis of the data, I believe you're due a reward. 5,000 more, improved relations. See, I don't think that Hegemony is who I want to work for, but we'll deal with that later. There's a chime in the background and he looks concerned. Is there a problem? Yes, the system estimates it would take about a cycle to analyze the data and come up with a stabilization algorithm. Naturally, by then the data would be out of date and any algorithm based on it meaningless. If we had an AI core on hand, we could analyze the data more quickly. Fortunately, there's a survey probe somewhere in the system. It should have at least one AI core. Where is it and why hasn't it been salvaged? To answer your second question, domain artifacts are usually protected by automated defenses that still function to this day, and this probe is no exception. And the Hegemony generally forbids civilian interference with domain artifacts. For the sake of public safety, of course, desperate times, however. As to where, my data indicates it's somewhere beyond the orbit of Pontus. Get there, then head out beyond the asteroid belt. And use the active sensor burst. You should, at the very least, get a sensor contact with the probe. Head towards it, perform salvage, and bring it back, etc., etc. Now I have the active sensor burst. I see what I can do. Let's get out of here. Let's pause. Active sensor burst. Turns off engines to reduce interference and links all sensors to the fleet into a single network. Increases sensor range by 3,000. And increases the range at which the fleet can be detected by 5,000. That makes me very loud. Also brings the fleet to a near stop. Okay. And actually, is this a good point? Fleet. Can I look at my ships? Here we go. Technology advanced frigate with an effective shield and generator and an impressive weapons package that allows it to punch far above its weight. If only it had a good captain that could actually utilize that. These same characteristics mean its frigate-grade power core struggles to keep up, making careful flux management a priority, which is what I proved myself to be terrible at, which is probably why I didn't do great with it. Systems, phase skimmer, teleports the ship forward in the direction it's traveling. The system can store up to 3 charges at once, so that's got to be my special ability, which I did not use, and that sounds pretty cool. Probably jump past missiles or something? I'm not sure yet. 1 medium energy mount, 2 small pulse lasers. Okay, it's a cool ship. Let's look at this guy. This is the guy I know nothing about. The Shepard sets the standard for civilian drone tenders with an unmatched reliability, low cost, and internal volume given to crew comfort. A widely popular combat modification package has been assembled by various survivalist and pirate groups. The HK mod, which consists of specifications to up armor for the whole of combat and supercharged factory spec systems for greater burst speed and weapon functions. Even modified, the Shepard is fragile as it is a civilian life. It relies on a swarm of Bora utility drones to do its work. It just sounds cool. I probably have to deploy it and see what it's like, but you know, I'm scared of everything I don't know, which unfortunately at this point in the game is kind of everything. So, you know, there's that. Where's Pontus? Over here. Relay. So we gotta go out this way, basically. Can we just set a, no? Okay. Lay in a course there. Unpause. Can we, what was sustained burned? Actually, let's turn off our transponder. Thank you, game, for taking me around the sun. It would be really awkward if that drove straight into the stun. We could sustain burst. Sure. Sure. Oh, did I turn it off? I turned it off. Okay. Increases the maximum speed by 100 at the expense of lower acceleration, especially in the direction of the fleet movement. Also increases the range at which the fleet can be detected. Let's go around this way. Go out here. Turn off sustained burst. We'll stop like here, and we'll activate. What is it? 3? 3. That seems like something. Cruise out that way. Oh, let's pause. What I wanted to look at is this look like, so this is my sensor range at 345. That doesn't seem good. And then this is where I can be detected by. Has a profile of 390. The sensor profile is added to the other fleet's sensor strength to determine the range at which your fleet can be detected. Okay, so it's going to be this plus this is the range at which they can see me. So about 600. Okay. Interesting. This looks like a thing. Your fleet approaches a domain error probe left from the initial domain exploration of the sector. Fitted by small impacts, the probe's hull displays iridescence typical of fearsome radiation scarring. The probe's malfunction could well date to thousands of cycles ago. The systems are still normally active. Let's explore. As your fleet moves in closer, several energy signatures are detected coming online inside the probe's hull. So we're getting attacked by drones. Engage the automated defenses. Continue. Just because I want to see it, let's deploy both and see what that does. Which ones? That's the little drone guy. What are my commands? Video feed, transfer command. I don't want to take personal command of that. I don't know that I want to take personal command of any of these things. That did not go swimmingly, but at the same time, I want to get good at the combat because it seems fun. But now, let's just move forward slowly. So it's launching drones. Does it have a command to be like search and destroy, retreat, direct retreat? Okay, nothing so far. Can we I think I just used a command point on something. So up here we have a limited command points from what I can tell, and that's how many times we can give orders from the screen basically, which is 4. And we gain a new one every 112 seconds. So we got 2 ships out here. Let's see. DSS Plasma Sentry D class fire support drone and a Warden D class defense drone. Weapons drone or defense drone? I wonder if the defense drone can help the weapons drone? It's an interesting question, but let's select you. Fighter strike orders fighters to attack the ship. Carriers assigned to this task will send their fighters to attack it and will attempt to stay within fighter range, but will otherwise maneuver close to their own non-fighter targets. So I think for you, I'm going to select you. Oh. Fighter strike. And then you, I give you a manual. Autopilot enabled. Any attempt to manual control the ship will disable it. I don't think that was a command to attack. You know what? You know what? We're good. We can manually control this ship. That's our target. Look at the little jumpy jump. Okay, shift. Oh, it has no shields, so I don't see a reason to move in. Just far away. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was so much damage. We managed to kill one. But... oh, am I ramming that? Yeah, okay, that's brilliant. I took so much flux damage so quickly. That drone thing's actually doing pretty good. We'll miss out from this distance. Just kind of stay out here. 1, 2, 3. Well, that seems to be working. I think it's pretty beat up at this point. Let's move in and just humble it a bit. Builds up. Look at that. It's disabled. I wonder if we don't beat on it. Well, we probably can't salvage anything from a drone, but still. We'll take the supplies. Oh, control. Sure. Probably useful. Did I not sell the metal? That's unfortunate. Abalest autocannon. That sounds cool. An antiquated weapon designed with high per-shot damage for its size. The kinetic cells are especially effective versus enemy shields. Grab that. SRM single fires a second stage spread of high velocity kinetic. So, okay, also sounds cool. Confirm and continue. As your fleet finishes mopping up the automated defenses, a weak hyperwave ping is detected coming from the probe. It's unclear if this is random noise from a dying subsystem or some kind of encrypted signal. Your fleet finishes its approach to the domain era probe without further incident. You receive a preliminary assignment of a potential salvage operation from the exploration crews. You receive effective... okay. So again, we can't do much because we don't have the crew. Crew seems to be an issue for me. We'll grab. Warning, you're taking more salvage than your fleet has the capacity to carry. The result is greatly increased daily supply consumption and a reduced travel speed. Okay. We'll get rid of the metal. What is this? Organics. Gamma core. See that? That I'm pretty sure is what we're looking for, and that is a ton of money. And then let's take as much organics as possible. Does it give you a weight? I don't see a weight, but there must be like a weight to it or something. Oh, is it literally... this is literally just a 1-for-1 value. They don't do weight or anything. Okay, that's fine. 30 supplies are 100, so we don't want to overuse. That's fine. We gotta head back now, but I think that's a good point to stop this for now. So thank you everyone for watching, and in the next mission or the next episode, hopefully we can get out of the tutorial and start getting myself destroyed on my own rather than otherwise. So hope to see you in the next video.